Welcome to Akihabeera, where if the Japanese beer industry spent half as much time working on new beers as they did Facebook stalking, they might have a decent beer on their hands. I'm Casey.
And I'm Eric. We've had a couple of Wisens in our filming session today, and now it's time for the after dinner mint. This is from Tamamura Honten, makers of Shiga Kogen, some of the finest beers you can find in Japan.
Yeah.
And this is one I've been meaning to address for a while. This is the Shiga Kogen Africa Pale Ale, which,
so excited,
for some inexplicable reason, has a camouflage label, like a fatigue label. I did not get any sort of explanation as to why that is.
Okay.
As far as why this is an African Pale Ale, and I think they used to actually just do like that really Spartan like tan label for this, because I remember buying it like years ago. I'm sorry, you're bored. Every time, Cooley, every time.
Your gentle voice lulls me to sleep, baby.
That's what my girlfriend said too.
I know I've had it before, but
Yep.
I always remember it having that label.
Oh, okay.
So I guess...
I got it, the first time I got it was, it would have been about 4 years ago now.
Wow.
It's been a long time, yeah.
It is an Africa Pale Ale, because much in the same way that they used to send beer to India, this was beer that they would send to Africa. Also invented by the British, because the British took over everywhere in the world. And so it was basically the exact same thing, but the ingredients that you can get are slightly different, and so it's a slightly altered recipe.
All right, not a bad guess. I think you're on the right track.
Completely wrong, but not a bad guess.
It was coherent.
Yeah.
It was English.
I was impressed.
So the whole thing with India Pale Ales, right, is that like in order to prevent the beer from spoiling on the way to India, they put a bunch of hops in.
Yes.
And the alcohol content was really high. So in order to get from England to India, you would have had to go around Africa. So this is kind of like the halfway point in the trip to India.
So it's like actually the opposite.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the opposite, but just a lesser version.
Well, yeah, that's... Sorry, I was thinking stronger, but yeah, weaker.
In my world, opposite doesn't mean the same thing. So, yeah, it's a weaker jam. So it's supposed to be equally as hoppy, or almost equally as hoppy, but lower alcohol content is the...
So almost like a, I guess if you were to call it a modern day session IPA sort of thing?
Sure.
Okay.
We can call it that.
Really, what do I want to say? Like, not quite piney, but like...
I
like
want to
almost,
say piney.
Yeah, sessionable. It's it's really like grapefruity.
Cool.
You're generally a bit better at explaining what I'm thinking.
You must lead a difficult life.
I feed it to you, and then you work it out, and you
Right.
spit it out as something intelligible.
Right. No, I mean, I would say like the pine bit sticks out most for me. A little bit of citrus. I get your grapefruit
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Your grapefruit thing. Sweet, actually.
So there
the
is
smell.
something piney there. Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
All right, let's drink this.
Yeah.
Because Austin looks sad not drinking it. Kanpai.
Kanpai.
This is the Shiga Kogen Africa Pale Ale. Oh, man. That does not, like, fuck around. Like, they actually say in the beer description that...
This does not fuck
This
around.
does not fuck around. No,
It's
it
the
actually,
only English.
It basically says that. It says, like, the alcohol content is a little bit lower than an IPA might be, but the hops thing, like, does not fuck around, pretty much. Like, the hoppiness is still there. And they're not joking. It's really, I think, quite hoppy.
It is
Pleasantly bitter.
pretty damn hoppy. There's a lot of stuff floating around in it, so it's
Oh, yeah, wow.
it's got that going for it.
Yeah, it's kind of like got that pond water thing going. Yeah, it's got like a real light body.
Yeah.
Like it's not malty, I don't think. It's mostly just like hop and alcohol. That's kind of disparaging. I mean it to be a good thing.
It's a really good beer. Like, it's one of those beers, I know I mentioned it before, where like they had a goal, and like whether you like it or not isn't the point. Like they had a goal, they had something in mind, and they fucking nailed it. Like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this. Like, I've had this a few times now. It's good every time. It's hoppy, a little bit lower IPA alcohol than an IPA.
Every one of their beers is great that we've had so far.
Yeah, these are the easiest ones to do because
Yeah.
we can just tell you to buy them.
And also the most boring for you, the viewer.
Yeah, that's a
Because
shame.
they're all good.
That's why we make dick jokes.
As always, thank you for watching. We truly appreciate the fact that you can spend time with us as we enjoy delicious, delicious beers. If you'd like to watch some of our other videos, you can subscribe or check out our last video upstairs.
I don't remember what you didn't say. Twitter.
Oh,
yeah, don't forget to check out our Twitter. And if you like the music, definitely go and grab the music that we're playing here because it's free. We only use the free stuff. So. Thank you, music guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Kanpai.
Kanpai.